Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. If you're new here, you are most welcome. And of course, if you're a returning subscriber, you are most welcome guys. We appreciate all your love and support. Welcome to another episode of The Farm. Basically today you guys requested for where we buy our feeds, and definitely today I'm here just to take you guys around and also show you where we buy the feeds from. And of course, we have our person who is on standby who is going to explain to us better on how the feeds are mixed, what concentrates he gives us all the time, and of course everything in between there. So I'm really so excited guys to show you what we have today in store, because it's amazing to bring you to these stores and also show you where we buy the feeds for the pigs and of course the birds and everything. I'm super excited. Let's just go along with me so that I can show you what is really happening here. Gilbert is on standby to show us everything about the feeds today. Hi Gilbert.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Well done.
Thank you.
How is work?
Yeah.
It's fine. So I want you to introduce yourself briefly to our viewers. Then you also tell us what we are looking at today, because most of them have been asking me, where do you buy your feeds from? So I'm really excited to, to bring you on board so that you can also explain to them better on which feeds you always give to us from here, because this is our shop guys, because we've been buying our feeds from here. Whenever you see us mixing at the farm, this is the shop. So Gilbert, just introduce yourself.
Yes, I'm called Gilbert, Navgom Gilbert, that's my name. I'm an agronomist. Most of people go and regard us as extension workers.
Okay.
But I'm a consultant in poultry feeds, piggery, and also animals.
And also animals. Wow,
Yeah.
that is really so amazing.
Yeah,
What we
we
wanted
are-
also ask you, because most of them have been asking us, how do you mix? What is your advice on mixing feeds?
On mixing feeds, it depends. First of all, it depends at the age of the pig.
Okay.
And let me say, for example, those young ones, the way we mix feeds, we don't mix the same way the way we mix those
For
ones that
the
have growers.
Yes.
Now young ones, we always use a ratio of 1 to 8.
Wow.
1 to 8. Whereby
What do you
1
mean
to
1
8,
to 8?
1 to 8 we mean 1 kilogram of concentrate.
Okay.
We add there 8 kilograms of maize bran.
Wow.
There are people, for example, if you have broken maize, mostly we use starter.
Okay.
The starter looks like this.
Okay.
This is how starter looks like.
It's like, okay. This is like broken maize, right?
It's like broken maize, but for it it's in form of powder.
Okay.
It's not like these are broken.
it different?
There is a difference.
Okay.
This one has big particles,
Oh,
but this one at least they are very small particles.
Okay.
So in case you have broken maize, because for the case of broken, for it to contain some sort of proteins, in maize bran there are there is nothing like proteins.
Like proteins, yeah.
Yeah. So this one, I always recommend we get this one. For example, you can say, if I have broken 50, then I get maize bran 50 to make 100, if a farmer can manage. But if a farmer cannot manage, can also only use maize bran, then we add their concentrate.
On the
Concentrate. But at times, now, when as I said, when we use a ratio of 1 to 8, 1 kilogram of concentrate, for example, like this one.
Okay.
This one here. This one is comfort.
Comfort, okay.
Comfort. Then there is
Jubail. You normally
there
give
is-
us Jubail.
there is Jubail also here. Where is it? Jubail, have I opened it really? There is Jubail concentrate here.
Okay.
This one.
Wow.
This one
This
is
is the one
Jubail.
you normally give
You
us.
will not go always. But even though you use Jubail, even though you use the Intraco, it has no problem.
So which one is the best to you?
The best I would use either Jubail or Comfort.
Or comfort?
Those are the best.
Why?
Because these ones, they contain more crude protein.
Okay.
Crude protein. At times I always refer farmers to use the concentrates for broiler birds. Reason being, for example, for them they contain higher crude protein compared to these ones of pigs.
Okay.
So this one, when you say you are to mix, if I had this one for broiler birds, I would use, for example, 4 bags. 4 bags. If I get these 4 bags,
Yes. Please.
4 times 50. Those are around 2,500 kilograms. Those are the ones you are supposed to mix. But if I was to use the one of piglets, go and concentrate for pigs,
Yes.
for example, like Jubail pig concentrate or this one of ever ready pig concentrate fat pig,
Yes.
then I have to put there more.
Okay.
So the best, you would use this one for broilers, because for it,
broilers.
yeah, broilers, for it to contains more crude protein. You know, at times when pigs keep on growing, so we keep on increasing the ratio. From 1 to 8, you go to 1 to 9.
Okay.
From 1 to 9, you go to 1 to 10.
Okay.
So you keep on increasing until you reach the real size of the pig that you really deserve.
Okay, what size is the best?
Of course, it depends on the market.
The market.
In the market, for example, there are those ones whereby when they look at the size, they say this one is good.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
with that one, it has no problem. For example, for you can either maintain, you say, me, I'm going to go with a ratio of 1 to 10
Okay.
throughout. There, it has no problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Then at times, I would also give this one. You know that there are some farmers who carry out piggery on a small scale.
On a small scale, yeah.
And they look at buying concentrate as it is very expensive. So at times, what I advise them to do, if I'm to mix, let me say if I was to mix 100 kilograms
Yes.
of maize bran,
Maize brand?
I would only spend like around 50,000.
Okay.
How am I going to do it?
How are you
I will
going to
get this concentrate. First of all, I will get concentrate,
Yes.
like around 7 kilograms. That's around 300 and let me say 35,000. When I'm to get this one, 7 kilograms of concentrate of either Comfort or Dubai.
Okay.
Then from there, I'll get the Wonder Pig or Big Pig,
Where are
1
they?
kilogram.
Do you have them?
I have them.
I remember showing
We
them
have
the
them
one.
here.
Oh,
Get
they're
one
under.
there. They are here. So I'll get this one. This one is one.
The Wonder Pig.
This one is Wonder Pig.
Okay.
Wonder Pig is here.
By the way,
So-
is the one who introduced us to the Wonder Pig, because the last time that we came here, of course, Mr. Charles had also requested us to bring it. Then he also explained to us further on how we can use the Wonder Pig and also the Big Pig.
Then
Yeah.
this one is Big Pig also.
Yeah.
Then this one is Meat Booster.
Meat Booster.
Meat Booster. I know some will ask, I'm not seeing here pigs.
I'm seeing the cows and
The
everything.
cows.
Yes.
A pig is an animal.
Okay.
When you look at there
So
is
what
a
does
cow
that
here.
help?
This one, Meat Booster. For it, it contains also some sort of meat going in vitamins, protein. So this one, it helps in building of the body of the animal.
Okay.
Meat Booster.
Does it change like on the meat testing, how it
No.
tastes, or just
It doesn't change.
it doesn't change? What
It
about the
doesn't change.
fat? Doesn't it give the pig the fat more?
No, a
Because
little.
we don't want more fat in our pigs.
No,
Okay.
no, it doesn't.
It just boosts the meat.
It boosts the meat.
Okay.
Then there is this one, Wonder Pig or Big Pig. This one, for it is even written in it. You can see it kills worm, it eliminates stay odor, it also improves on floor hygiene, it binds toxin, and also it reduces on fly population, it improves on feed consumption, and also it improves on growth rate.
Yes.
So this one is brown salt.
Oh, we've never used this one. What is
Brown
that for?
salt. This one, brown salt, we always add it in feeds, just like the way we humans we add
Okay.
salt in our food.
Okay. So it gives like more taste
More taste
to the feeds.
to the feeds.
Okay. So how many measurements do you give this, or how do you mix it?
This
The
one,
feed.
for example, if they're young pigs, I would use this one kilogram in 100 kilograms.
100 kilograms.
100 kilograms.
The 1 kg.
1 kg.
Okay.
If these are going, let me say, if the pigs are the stage of grower, I add these ones 2 kilograms.
2 kilograms. Okay.
2 kilograms.
Then the finishers.
Finishers, you can add 3, no
3
problem.
kilograms
3
of
kilograms
this.
of this.
Wow. So where
So-
do people get this apart from, because most people are not in Luwero, some of them would like to get from, maybe near Kampala.
And
Or
this one-
are you able to get for us, maybe for people out there, so that we can be able to export for them out? Is that okay?
We can.
We can.
We can.
Okay,
We
that's
can.
amazing.
In case we fail, we can connect you where you can get them.
Okay,
We
that
can.
is nice. That is really so nice.
You can. Then there is the toxin binder. Also, there's this one, toxin binder. I know someone can say, I can see Bavanite.
Yes.
Bavanite is just the name of the company.
Okay.
But the name of the product is toxin binder. So this one, its major role is used to remove toxin in food.
From
in
the
those
food,
feeds
from the brand.
of the brand.
Yes.
For example, when you look at maize or maize brand, most of us will get it when it is good. Sometimes you have got it from the machine. It's not dry.
It's not yet
You keep
dry.
it and it grows some molds.
Molds on it, yeah.
So you have to put there this toxin binder. It is used to eliminate those toxins, and it also improves on feed consumption and also digestion,
Wow.
like that. So this one, we use it to mix. You mix in a good, let me say, in a complete feed when feeds are totally mixed. So this one, 1 kg, it mixes 100 kilograms.
Okay.
Toxin binder.
Wow.
So at times, if I'm to use big pig or wonder pig with this one, if I'm to mix like around, let me say, 200 kilograms, I'll put 2.
Okay.
I can't put this one. I will put this ones 2.
Why?
Because this wonder pig slightly does the same role like toxin
The
binder.
toxin binder.
Toxin binder.
Okay.
So we cannot put 2.
You can't put 2 on
We
it.
cannot put 2.
Okay.
So another
So
thing,
it's like wastage.
it's like wasted.
Okay.
So another thing, I was talking about, for example, if we had, for example, farmers carrying out piggery on a small
On
scale.
a small scale, yeah.
We are still on that topic. I was saying, if I'm to get 7 kilograms of Jubairi or Comfort, then I had to put there 1 kilogram of Wonder Pig or Big Pig. Then I will put there 2 kilograms of Meat Booster.
Okay.
Then I put there 2 kilograms of salt.
Wow.
When you add all those ones, it will give you a sum of around 47,000, whereby at least every farmer can afford. But if that one cannot afford that, is good for him, can only mix, let me say, like around 20 kilograms.
Yeah.
I can say I get 1 kilogram of concentrate. I add the 1 kilogram of Meat Booster plus 1 kilogram of salt. When you add all that, that's around 10,000. So that's what you always do. Then again, another thing, I know that there are farmers who use, for example, Everready, that's fat pig. Everready is good.
Okay.
But
What is Everready?
Everready is concentrate.
It's like concentrate also.
Yeah.
Okay.
We always call it fat pig.
Okay. What does it do?
It also does the same thing you can see there.
Okay.
We also give it to pigs. But for it, it's good, but does not mix, let me say, feeds. For example, if to get, let me say, this one, we always use a ratio of 1 to 6.
1 to 6.
1 to 6.
Okay.
The reason being, for it, its crude protein is not always more like the one of Dubai, or go on the one of Comfort, or Intraco. So for it, it depends. If your pocket, you see it's really very heavy, then you can go with the other one. But the one that is good, this other one that I've talked about.
Yeah.
And then another thing, is there another question about pigs? So,
And also what I wanted also to ask about the piglets, I mean the pigs, because this is what most people really ask. Like especially for the finishers or fatteners. They wanted to know what ratios that you give to the fatteners or the finishers exactly. Yes, that is one of the major questions they ask me.
And you know, at times it depends. There are people, for example, their feeding rate they give, let me say they feed pigs 2 times a day.
2 times a day.
2 times a day. For example, there is one who says, for example, during day, for example, in the morning, he gives it these other supplementary feeds, for example, those potato veins. When you go apart from potato veins, there are some who give it more coriander, those leaves.
The leaves, okay.
Yeah, the leaves of coriander, there are those who give it those ones. Then there are those ones who give it leftovers. Lime is needed, even though we mix this other thing, go on these other feeds using concentrate, lime is needed.
Okay.
The lime that could go on, that contains in concentrate is a little bit less. Okay. So lime is applicable.
Very applicable.
Is
You
very
have to
applicable.
buy.
You have to
And
buy
what
and apply.
quantities do you have to mix?
Now, for example, you can say it depends. It depends. For example, if there, let me say, pigs that are pregnant, they need a lot of lime, for example, to strengthen their bones,
Yes.
that they can be able to withstand the weight of the body. Another thing with lime, when, for example, when they're still young, we can, for example, if I'm to mix like around 100 kilograms, I would say in 100 kilograms, I can put there only 2 kilograms of lime, or 3. There are no problem. So when they keep on growing, you keep on increasing
the lime.
increasing the lime, when depending on the number of kilograms you are mixing. Then another thing, when we talked about, let me say, those mokene,
Yeah, the silverfish.
Silverfish. You talked about.
You could also advise them, because there's sometime I came here and there's a client who wanted silverfish, and they wanted it at a cheaper price, and you told him that they mix it with some other things from somewhere else. What advice would you give someone who wants to opt for maybe silverfish?
Silverfish, the advice I would give that person, if at all you can get silverfish from the right source, no problem. You know, at times most of us, we aim at making money.
Thank
We
you for
don't
saying that.
aim at doing the right thing. So at times, for the case of silverfish, if you can get the good silverfish from the right source, there it has no problem. You can mix. See, there it has no problem. Is that it can also work, but at times you find that some people put their sand, so it really looks very bad. When you talked about soya at times it's not of that standard. You get somewhere by the gate, the one that is still young, for example, they don't process it well, so there is a problem. So you find that some of the food values contained in that, they will not be there. Then another thing, apart from that, fine, if someone can get mokene or soya, either it has all coconut gone, it has no problem. You can also get what you need to add there. You need to add there lime, calcium, but it does also not stop you from, you can even buy some sort of meat booster, toxin binder, you put them there to make that feed complete, depending. But still, now if you have to look right now, you cannot say you go and buy mokene. Mokene is also expensive.
It's very expensive.
If I'm to say mokene are like around 4,000,
yes,
I would rather buy concentrate. I would rather buy concentrate instead of buying mokene. If I'm to buy my 1 kilogram of concentrate, I mix it with around 8 or 10 kilograms of maize bran.
Still expensive.
It is still expensive. It's still the same.
Talking about the prices, what are your price ranges for the items that we talked about here, especially the concentrates, then also so that people can know exactly what the rough estimate of
for the concentrate, we always give a discount for people who buy in sacks and 25 kilograms. For example, if a bag is at 210, then 210,000. Then if you are to get like around 25 kilograms, there we shall give you a discount of 105,000. There, no problem. Then now, again, in case of those ones who buy in kilos, those ones we charge them slightly expensive. So 1 kilogram is around 5,000.
Wow. So you better buy in bulk.
Buy in bulk. So there we make business, but we also call them, because even though you have to come and buy 1 kilogram, I will still help you. For example, I say we are going to use this amount of kilograms to mix this. I can still advise you such that you don't spend more. We reduce on the expenditure.
That is what exactly you did to us the other time. Because I remember we had come with our formula, we needed some things there, but he also advised us on the best way not to waste really money and also waste, things that we really didn't want. Okay, someone was also asking about layers. This is not now Piggery, like the feeds for the layers. You can maybe summarize a little bit. What is the best feeds for the layers?
The best feed
for the, local chickens.
For the best feed for the layers, we have Dubai layer concentrate. There is intraco layer concentrate, then there is comfort layer concentrate. All those ones work.
All those work. Wow.
For all those companies, at least have done research, they have no problem with it. But where the problem is at mixing. Now, for example, if you have got layer birds, if they are still young, for example, starting from day 1, from the first week up to around 2 weeks, you feed them on starter. Pre-starter looks like this. This one is pre-starter. There, pre-starter, we always feed on pre-starter for broiler birds. Reason being, we feed them on starter for tissue growth.
Okay.
Tissue growth. After 1 to 2 weeks, we then start mixing feeds. We go to concentrate. Now concentrate we get, if it is one bag, it contains around 50 kilograms. Now 50 kilograms mixing, we have to put there like 149 kilograms.
Okay.
149 kilograms, we put there like 1 kilogram of lime or 2 kilograms of lime.
Oh, they also have the lime, right?
The lime. But there are some, I can say, I get this one, I mix it with around 150.
Okay.
If I'm to get, for example, I get like a maize bran around 100, broken around going to 50.
50.
If not, I say maize bran around 75. Yeah. Maize bran around 75, broken around 75. You can balance. It has no harm with that.
Okay.
You know, at times why we use maize bran, for example, if you look at layers, they're a little bit expensive.
They're a bit expensive.
And you need someone who is patient.
True.
So when you say you have to use maize bran, when you use maize bran, we reduce on the cost.
Okay.
For example, the cost of maize bran, the cost of broken, they are not always the same. So on top of that, we shall feed those birds on broiler concentrate after 1 to 2 weeks. Now starting from the 3rd week or 2nd week, we feed them on broiler concentrate for around 3 weeks or 2 months. It depends.
Okay.
So if you go after that, the reason as why you feed them on broiler concentrate is going in order for the main reason is for tissue growth.
Okay.
If they grow very fast, then we start going after those 2 to 3 months, we start feeding them on layer concentrate.
Okay.
There we are now preparing them.
Okay.
So from there now, when you go to layers, after them finishing that, go on the finishing 2 months or 3 months. Now the ratio of layers, we say, for example, I can say, I get, if I'm to mix 1 bag, I'll get 87.5, that's maize bran,
Okay.
plus 87.5, that's broken. When you add that, that's 150.
Okay.
125. that's 175 kilograms. 175 kilograms plus 25 kilograms of lime.
Okay.
25 kilograms of lime, that's around 200.
Yes.
200 plus one bag of layer concentrate, that's around 50 grams. When you add there, they give you a sum of around 250.
250.
Then another, the logic behind, I've done some sort of research for those ones rearing layers, those layer birds. For example, if you are to look, I will get that 1 bag, of maize bran.
Okay.
I get 200 kilograms of maize bran. I get 100 kilograms of broken. I get 50 kilograms of concentrate, you buy it, or intracollar concentrate. I get 40 kilograms of lime. When I add all that one, it gives me a sum of 390.
Okay.
I know some are going to ask, they told us you are supposed to end at the ratio of, go at the ratio of, let me say, if you are supposed to end at 250. Now, if you're a farmer, you have to look. If I'm to feed my birds, for example, go on layer, and when I mix, I end on 250. I get like around the 40 trays. And me, who mixes, mixes up to 390, I get 38 trays. Who is better?
Of course, the other one.
The other one. The other one will be when you are saved like around 220,000.
Yeah, that is so.
For you, you are talking about when you are to sell, let me say, 1 tray of egg. Let me say 1 tray is around 10, so those 2 trays are around 20,000.
Wow.
What have you saved? You have not saved anything.
Nothing.
You have not saved anything. The one who uses the other one will be when you have saved more.
Saved a lot. Yeah.
Now, also layers, we also put their toxin binder. There are some people put their layer premix. It depends.
Depends.
It depends.
Wow, thank you so much, Gilbert, for that insight as well. It was just a question from one of you who also asked, because we also rear birds at the farm, so they also wanted to know that, and this was a chance for us to come at least here, so that he can explain to us, since he has experience, he sells the feeds and all that. So, Gilbert, can you just tell us, maybe for a young farmer out there who wants to start maybe piggery, most especially, because that's what the video is all about. Like, what advice would you give them for young farmers who are starting piggery?
The advice I would give to young farmers, first of all, the most important thing is management.
Management, okay.
Management. You know, the most important thing about pigs is management. However much you feed your pigs on, let me say, on these other feeds, these are local feeds of ours, even though you feed them on concentrate, what matters most is management. Management. You can find some, even though I'm to buy concentrate, even though you have to buy your mokene, but if your management is not all that good, then that is a problem. Then again, another thing, we need to deworm these pigs. Mostly after 3 weeks or 1 month. Yes, please. And at times we keep on changing those dewormers. We keep on changing. We are not supposed to keep on using the same dewormer. You know, at times when you keep on using the same dewormer for so long, at times it causes problem. You find that those parasites, they reach a time whereby they are resistant. They are resistant to the same kind of drug that you are using. Then again, another thing, what matters most is that you must make sure that the pig's sty is always clean. Very clean. Then another thing, feeds. For example, maize bran and broken. For example, after mixing those feeds, when you are going to give them to pigs, don't always put their water. Okay. Put these feeds separately, put the water separate, aside.
I think Mr. Charles has said that before. Mr. Charles is our manager. He has said that about, feeds, because someone also asked about it. Can I mix some water? I was like, no, you have to separate. That is really nice to also get an insight from him.
Then back to the point of those ones who want to start up, go on the pig, let me say pigs on a small scale. The best thing is start with the number of pigs you can manage. You can either say, I'm going to start with my 2 pigs. Now, for example, when you start with your 2, what you have to do, first of all, you can say, I'll be buying maize bran, I mix with concentrate. For example, let me say in the morning, I'll be feeding them on potato veins. Potato veins or coriander leaves. Yes. They are no problem. Then in the evening, I'll be feeding them on maize bran, mixed with concentrate.
That is saving.
There you be when you're saving. Yeah. Then another thing, mostly what makes these pigs a little bit expensive is how we give them feeds.
Yeah, true.
How we give them feeds. We need to measure. For example, those young ones, at times we give them like a half a tampeko. Yes. A half a tampeko. For example, you can say, if I have my 2 pigs and they're still young, can say in a day, if I'm to give them both in the morning and the evening, in a day they eat around 1 kilogram. 1 kilogram. 1 kilogram. Yeah, then of course they will be most of the time they will be taking water.
Yeah, as long as there's constant supply of water.
Then another thing you need to time. For example, if I'm to be feeding my pigs starting from around, if I can to give them feeds like around 5 p.m., 6 p.m. or 7 p.m., let it be 7 p.m. Exactly. For example, for them their mind will be tuned that way. So when you go beyond that, those pigs will start crying, they will start making noise because they know it is time for them to feed. For food. So when you have to feed them like in the evening, like, let it be that very time. So when you change, they also get some stress, they will lose weight. Yeah. So you know the consequences about that. Yeah. Then another thing, we also need to keep those feed traps. Those feed traps whereby we put them their feeds, they should always be clean. Be clean, yeah. They should always be clean. There are some whereby we say, these are pigs, we didn't need to do all this. Clean them. But we always teach them even in the videos, like even our pig stuff, that side, they usually see it. It's very clean, and we always tell them you need to clean it every day. You have to feed when at least they are very clean. Let me first go on layers. There are people who say, for example, I have the layer birds, they keep on laying. For example, if they are to lay eggs today, tomorrow they don't
They
lay.
don't lay.
Mostly with layers, the always face around 3 challenges. One, when they get some stress, they don't always lay every day. Then another thing, when they have worms, so you need to deworm. So layers are also like these pigs. So the dewormer you use this time,
This time, next
it's
time.
not the dewormer you use another time.
Okay.
You keep on changing. And also with going layers, you also need to deworm after every 1 month or 2 months.
Okay.
You need to keep on deworming them,
Yes.
such that in order for them to keep on laying
Laying so many.
as
I
it
know
goes
so
on.
many people have questions there about the layers, about the pigs, because we've talked so much, and I know questions are going to be coming here every time from this video. I will definitely be coming back to Gilbert so that he can, give us all the advice and all the questions. I will definitely share the video with him as well so that he can also, reply and also reply to everyone out there. In case anyone wants his services, we can also connect you to him directly so that he can help you also give advice, because I have so many people who want people who can give them advice, who can manage for them their farms, or always consultants. So basically, since you have expertise there, you will definitely be of help to people out there. But I really appreciate all the knowledge we've shared on this video. Thank you so much. We appreciate you even sparing your time, your morning. We got him very busy at the shop, but at least he gave us some time to come and talk about what we were talking about in this video, which is really so amazing. That is so kind of you, Gilbert. We really appreciate. And thank you so much for giving us all the feeds that you always give us for the farm. The pigs are looking amazing. They are increasing in size. And it is really amazing that he always follows up to see how the feeds are working, if they're doing a good job, all that, which is really amazing, which is so rare with some people we've bought feeds before. So it is really so kind of you to do that as well. Kudos to you. Thank you so much, Gilbert. And of course, I'll definitely connect you to other people who need your help as well, in case they also need feeds from here, because this channel is all about helping young farmers and also farmers who are already in operational to get the best. That is the aim. Yeah. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Give a video a like, and also tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell all your friends to subscribe to this channel, because it's amazing to have all this beautiful, informative content that you always get from this channel, and also to make your farms better, and also make sure that you're giving your pigs or your animals the best. So guys, till next time, bye-bye.
Bye.